Support for the Idaho Matters podcast is brought to you in part by University of Idaho, Idaho's only Carnegie R1 classified research university. Our Carnegie R1 designation recognizes the discoveries we make that help our forests thrive. It means we're creating more doctors and doing real research to strengthen cybersecurity for Idaho businesses, our energy sector, and every Idahoan. More at go.uidaho.edu/Idaho-is-Idaho.
Boise State Public Radio and Duck Club Entertainment present the Charlie Hunter Trio.
Charlie Hunter Trio, everybody.
Wednesday, March 18th at the Shrine Social Club in Boise. Blending jazz, funk, blues, and rock, Hunter is a guitarist, producer, and bandleader who will present his unique finger-picking technique on custom hybrid guitars. Tickets are available now at theduckclub.com.
From the studios of Boise State Public Radio News, I'm Gemma Gaudette. More Idaho Matters right now. A smart comedy, a new politically incorrect TV series, and the Oscars. Here with more and here to help us figure out what to watch is our resident movie critic and, of course, Morning Edition host, George Prentice. Hi, George.
Hi, Gemma.
So good to see you.
Great to see you. Great to be here.
It's so good to be here. I love doing this with you. Okay, so lot of Idaho sports fans might be spending some time next week in front of their television screens.
Oh, yes, indeed. So big news on Wednesday for the University of Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, the women's basketball team wins the Big Sky Conference. So they are the conference champion.
Right.
With that, you get an automatic bid to the national championship, the NCAA national championship. So we're talking March Madness now. Now, this is the first time that the women have been in the national tournament since 2016.
Oh, wow.
Then the University of Idaho men's basketball team wins their tournament. So indeed, they've won they've beat a number of teams, and yesterday was the final. Nobody saw this one coming. So the men defeated Montana 77-66, and with that, they clinched the Big Sky Championship and a berth in the NCAA National Tournament. It's the first time that the men have made it to the Big Dance since 1990.
Oh, quite a while.
This is going to be what I think is fair to say the biggest television sports event. The 2 weeks that are March Madness is crazy because everyone just leans in, whether it's your school or whether you just like the mascots, but the stories, and they just keep coming. But for the University of Idaho to be in this, the men and the women, separate tournaments, is huge. So who will they play? Where will their first games be? This weekend, Sunday, there will be what they call the selection show.
Right.
When they put the bracket up, right? And they say, yep, this is who you're going to play. And so the folks at University of Idaho don't know where they're going to go. Physically, the fans don't know where they're going to go. And usually it's a bunch of kids who just pile into a car.
Yeah.
What direction should they go in? Well, we're going to find out late Sunday afternoon. This is huge news for the Vandals.
Well, I have to say, George, I love March Madness, and I think one of the reasons why I really like it is because you've got those upset stories, you've got those Cinderella stories, right? Mm-hmm. And you never know what's going to happen. It's not like football, I think, where a lot of times you see those same teams over and over, and you do see the same teams over and over in basketball, but every year, there's always some team that nobody saw coming. Mm-hmm. And I mean, who knows? Maybe it's the Vandals this year.
Who knows? It'll be fun. And the ratings for March Madness are huge.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if they truly counted all the people in bars and in airport?
Yeah.
Right? You know what? They've got it up on the screen. If they truly counted all the people who do watch March Madness, it would be just, the roof would fly off the Nielsen ratings. But it will be really big, and it starts next week.
All right. Okay. So you have a new comedy. It's based on a true story.
Yep.
It's coming out in theaters soon, and you told me you just love this.
I do. I am fairly certain that I would have thoroughly enjoyed a feature documentary on Amanda Ogle from Seattle. Her stumbles, her doggedness, her grace. But there is no such documentary about her. But there is the movie Toe, which is the true story, but with fabulous actors. It is the life of Amanda Ogle. She is portrayed by Rose Byrne, who we love. But it's a familiar story in that Amanda is really struggling. She's living out of her car. And when you think about going around, say, the city of Boise, we see people living in their car. We see it when they pop their trunk, and you see piles of clothes and toiletries and people who just maybe park the other side of the street, and then they get rousted out of there, et cetera. Well, this is Amanda's situation. She's a recovering alcoholic. She's lost custody of her daughter, but she's trying. And she goes to meetings. She has been without a drink for a number of years, but a lot of things are just going wrong for her. And she's on a job interview one day when she comes out and her car is gone. Her car is gone. It's stolen. So it is the equivalent of someone stole her home.
Right.
Right? So she calls police and says, hey, my car/home has been stolen. And police are, okay, lady, give me the particulars, et cetera. And she gets a call from the cops a couple of days later. And they say, yep, it's been towed. You need to go down to the tow lot. And here she is at the tow lot.
Are you Cliff?
Yeah.
Hi. We spoke on the phone. I'm Amanda. You have my car. It's right out the front. 91 Camry, the blue one.
Right. Okay. You're going to be paying by cash or charge?
For what?
Well, you have to pay the fine to get your vehicle released.
Okay. How much?
Well, it's a $150 initial towing charge plus $50 storage fee, so $200.
$200?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Oh, wait, actually, well, it's been 2 calendar days, so it's $250 plus tax, which brings it to $273.20.
$273? I have to pay that to get my stolen car back? Can I, give you $20 and then we could just, forget this happened and I could just take the car?
It's too late. It's already in the system, okay? I do that, I lose my job. My bosses don't screw around.
Please.
There's nothing.
It's right there.
There's nothing that I can.
It was stolen.
It's not up to me. I'm not the boss. I'm sorry.
Please.
Please don't cry.
Please don't cry, right? And then it just increases $75 a day. Do the math. That's $2,300 a month.
Yeah.
And so the meter just keeps running on this. So this young lawyer, and he's just out of law school. He's a storefront lawyer, but he overhears Amanda's plight, and he approaches her and says, I think I'd like to help.
Hi. Sorry. My name's Kevin Eggers. I work for the Northwest Consumer Law Center. Anyway, I overheard what you're going through, and can I just say, you are the exact reason why I went to law school.
I'm why you went to law school?
Not you specifically, obviously. My mission is to help people like you fight corporate bullies.
People like me. What exactly does that mean?
Okay, I can hear now how, from your perspective, that could be construed as patronizing. My goal is to use what I know about the intersection of civil bureaucracy and state law to help people in situations like yours be more successful in their brave efforts.
How old were you?
24, almost 25.
My car is older than you.
Right. He is portrayed by Dominic Sessa, who you may remember him in The Holdovers. So he is definitely outmatched, but he's dogged, and he tries to find the attorney for this towing company. And it turns out that it's a national chain, and they're bad people, and this attorney is particularly bad. He's played by Corbin Burnson. You may remember him
my
from
gosh.
LA Law.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here's the young attorney up against this slick lawyer.
Mr. LaRosa, we finally connect.
Is this about another towed vehicle?
Judge Smith ordered my client's car returned. We have a court order. We would now like her car back plus damages.
Damages? What, for that piece of crap?
Mr. LaRosa, that car was her home.
All right, so you want my client to pay damages because they towed a car that some bum was squatting in?
With all due respect, Miss La Rosa, my client is not a bum. She owns the car.
No, she doesn't. Not any longer. Look, why don't she just go to a shelter? It's got to be better than sleeping in a car. Come on.
Miss La Rosa, I don't need to tell you how bad the optics are here for you or your client.
All right, kid, where are you from?
Lewiston, Idaho.
Oh, Jesus, worse than I thought. Young kid from Potato Town takes on Big Bag Corporation, becomes a hometown hero, champion of the underserved. All 25 people you went to high school with buy you a beer and give you a at the reunion. Because I'm going to bankrupt your little nonprofit in Discovery. I'm going to turn you upside down like a chicken. And
He's a bad person. He's really bad.
Wow.
So they go at it in court. And by the way, I am not spoiling. There's about 95% of the film still plays out. So This is just the tip of the iceberg. Let me tell you about this cast. So it starts with
Rose Byrne,
who is up for Best Actress at the Oscars this weekend, and includes Ariana DeBose, Oscar winner. You may remember her from West Side Story.
Mm-hmm.
She is a recovering heroin addict at the homeless shelter that Amanda ends up in. Another Oscar winner, Octavia Spencer.
Oh.
Remember her from The Help.
Yeah.
She's the shelter's ultra-strict manager. And then a huge surprise here, Demi Lovato.
Really?
Is a very pregnant Nova, another shelter resident, and on a very semi-sweet Christmas when they're all together and none of them really have anything except each other.
Mm-hmm.
We have a treat of Demi Lovato just, going up and singing a few tunes. So, that's kind of a bonus here. Let's listen.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on.
So I love this movie. I adore this movie. And it's a movie that's going to need a little love.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be at the Flicks. But the advance reviews are so good. I got a call from Roadside Attractions yesterday, and they've moved up the release date. So it was going to be the 27th of this month. So it's going to open on the 20th of March based on advance notice. So the movie is called Toe. You'll have to look for it. Go see it. Go tell someone about it because chances are you'll love it as much as I do.
It sounds amazing,
Yeah,
George.
I love this movie.
Okay, George. There's a new TV series. You say it's must-see.
Yep.
It's also politically incorrect.
It is so politically incorrect.
Okay, tell us more.
It is called Rooster. I don't know if you've heard about
Oh my
this.
gosh, I have.
Yeah, it's on HBO and it stars Steve Carell. It is Steve Carell plays a former college professor who has gone on to write a bestseller, but it's a trashy bestseller. Anyway, he comes back to the campus where his daughter is teaching there, but his daughter, she's a hot mess. She has broken up with her boyfriend, and it turns out that he cheated on her with a graduate student.
Oh, goodness.
And everyone knows her dirty laundry. She accidentally, air quotes, burned down a building on campus.
As one does,
right,
apparently.
Steve Carell comes back to campus to try to help out his daughter. But here's the deal. The show comes from Bill Lawrence. So if you're a fan of Scrubs or Ted Lasso or Shrinking, it's this type of comedy. It's got great characters in it where you say, oh, I love that guy or I love that woman, right? And so the casting's fabulous. It's called Rooster. Let's give it a listen.
Dad, I love that you're here, but I don't need you to check on me.
I just want to help. I know you're going through something with your marriage.
Casey? Everybody knows. This place like a fishbowl. That guy knows.
He doesn't know.
Excuse me. You know that my husband left me for a grad student, right?
Yes.
What can I do for you, Greg?
I'm here to make sure that Katie's job is safe.
She burned down a faculty house.
It was an accident.
She also assaulted a professor.
I still love you.
Ow!
That was on purpose.
Hey, I hear the voice of a creature
You're a best-selling author parents have actually heard of. We really could use your help.
Look, we all mess up. But at our cause, we are all good people.
You are a bad person, and I hate you.
There's a lot of punching in the face. The first episode dropped this past Sunday. HBO has another winner. It's called Rooster.
Okay, I'm excited to
It's
see
really
it.
good. It's really, really good. But, the kids, they
Probably not.
Shouldn't be in the room.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah, mine hide on the stairs.
Okay.
What are you going to do about it?
Yep.
Okay, Oscar time, George. You had to remind me.
It's this weekend.
Which I asked George off mic. I was like, "Oh, we're talking about the Oscars. So have they already done the nominations?" And George looked at me with disappointment in his eyes and said,
"Yeah,
it's this weekend."
Yes.
And I'm like, "Oh, so the nominations have come out."
Yeah, about a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm raising kids, George. There's a lot going on.
Hey, it's interesting. So I'll bring you up to speed. Conan O'Brien will host again for the second year, so it'll probably be pretty good. I thought I should remind our listeners on how they choose the best picture.
Right.
It is kind of crazy. Now, you would think it's just the picture that
gets the most votes.
And
we move on.
There's 10 nominees.
Right.
No. It's the picture that gets at least 50% of the votes. Now, how is that possible when you have 10 nominees? This is what they do. They have everyone in the Academy rank all 10 movies.
Okay.
So
first
this is
till
my
worst.
first, this is my second, all the way down to number 10. And then all of the ballots go to Price Waterhouse. They go into a locked room, and then they put all the ballots in piles, right? Number one, Sinners, here's over here. All the movies are in piles. Now, if one of them gets over 50%, that would be a miracle, but they don't. So what they do first is they look at the pile with the fewest votes.
Okay.
And they say, well, there's no way. And so they pick that up and they redistribute that pile. So in other words, let's put these into this vote. Their second choice is here. Oh, this ballot, their second choice is here. So they redistribute all those ballots, right?
Okay.
And does anyone have 50%? No. And they keep doing this. And they take the ballots. Okay, yep, let me put it now to the second or the third or the fourth until. Does this make sense? It's kind of crazy.
It does. It's a little ridiculous in my view.
It is. I don't think they used to do it this way.
Well, because it used to be that they only had like 4 movies up.
That's true. So it is ranked choice voting. And so if you think of it, there's a chance that people's second choice might win the best picture.
Well, this is also, it seems to me, George, with how they do it. That's why sometimes you're shaking your head at what picture wins best picture.
Especially lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like there's no rhyme or reason to it. I mean, they have rhyme or reason. It's just the reason is bizarre.
Yep. So I don't think there's going to be too many surprises at this year's Oscars. Maybe best. Have you heard about what Timothée Chalamet, the trouble he's in lately?
No.
So he is a nominee for Best Actor.
Right.
So in an interview a week ago, I think it was, he slammed opera and ballet. He basically says, well, no one goes to opera or ballet anyway. And it's like,
Excuse me?
What? So this is
Timothy,
this is how
you're
you lose
so
votes.
young.
This is how you
You're
lose
so
votes.
young.
So there was a good chance he might have won Best Actor.
Yeah.
I don't think so anymore.
Wow.
Anyway, I've been thinking about the In Memoriam event that they have every year.
George.
And I've been thinking
goodness.
about this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I just jotted down a number of names of some people who have passed in this past year. So these are some of the people that will be in the In Memoriam. You could do a tribute just on one of them.
Yeah.
Robert Duvall, David Lynch, Gene Hackman, Diane Keaton, Rob Reiner. By the way, we have heard that Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan will be presenting together as a tribute to Rob Reiner. And then Robert Redford.
I know.
So I think that that's going to be particularly touching because if you think about his films,
right,
it's the 20th century right?
But here's my thing, George.
Defines American film in the 20th century.
I remember seeing the in memoriam for, I believe it was, I can't remember if it was the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah.
And the names just kept coming. And I was like,
yes.
Oh my, because it was like, oh my gosh, Robert Redford. I mean, because it seems, because Catherine O'Hara just passed, right?
That's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
so and then it was Diane Keaton. I mean, as you said, such big, powerful names, and they're so synonymous with cinema and with television, and it's this generation of actors, and I'm like, how long is this in memoriam going to be?
It's going to be incredibly touching.
Yeah.
So All the President's Men, The Sting, Butch Cassidy, and then of course his directing of Ordinary People show, and A River Runs Through It.
Oh yeah.
His connection to the flicks here in Boise that we've talked about on a number of occasions. Robert Redford received 2 Academy Awards, one for directing Ordinary People, and in 2001 he received a honorary Oscar, and I thought it was quite touching that Barbra Streisand came and had a few words. I just thought we could live just a few of those moments.
He's always interesting. He's very smart, very private. He's self-assured but shy, the intellectual, the artist, the cowboy. He has a passion for telling stories that reflect the strengths and the vulnerabilities of the American spirit. And though we don't always succeed, Robert Redford's films make certain that we celebrate the effort.
I am not the first person to say this, but I don't think many people have said it, but wouldn't it be amazing if Barbra Streisand sang The Way We Were right at Sunday's Oscar?
That would be incredible.
Yeah. Now, she doesn't do too many performances anymore, but can you imagine? So anyway, the Academy Awards are this Sunday, and I think the In Memoriam tribute will probably be the highlight.
Okay, George, we've got about a minute or so left. Yep. Even though the Oscars are this Sunday, you've got some predictions already for next year's Oscars. Okay, do tell.
Forget this year's Oscars.
Yeah.
These are my predictions for the Best Picture nominees for 2027. The Odyssey, directed by Christopher Nolan. Of course, this is...
You mean the book, The Odyssey?
Homer's Odyssey, starring Matt Damon, Zendaya, Tom Holland. Disclosure Day, a new film by Steven Spielberg about undeniable proof of UFOs, starring Emily Blunt, Colin Firth, and Coleman Domingo. And when Steven Spielberg gets back into science fiction, it's going to be good. The Social Reckoning, the sequel to The Social Network. Aaron Sorkin is going to release a new movie, the sequel to The Social Network, called The Social Reckoning. And there's Dune Part 3, and Timothée Chalamet will be in that. Let's hope that he,
learns to keep his mouth shut.
Plays nice. So anyway, those are the films to look forward to next year's Oscars.
All right. Well, as always, George, it is such a pleasure to have you with us. We've been talking with our resident movie critic, George Prentice, who, of course, spends his spare time hosting Morning Edition, about what to watch this weekend. And that'll do it for this episode of Idaho Matters. Make sure you check out our podcast feed, because you can find more episodes of topics that might be interesting to you. And for more local news and headlines, make sure you subscribe to the Connector podcast. Know someone who might enjoy our podcast? Be sure to share it with them today.